Our next guest is an Emmy-nominated actor you know from the shows Pushing Daisies and Halt and Catch Fire and films like Bodies, Bodies, Bodies and the Hobbit franchise. He stars in the sci-fi series Foundation. New episodes of the third season premiere Fridays on Apple TV+. Let's take a look.
You've had 6 months to learn all about her. She remembers you. She has all her memories. That's the part you don't like.
It's not about what I like, it's about being smart.
Oh, yeah. Go on. You teach me.
Yes, the Gossamer courtesans have their memories wiped for a reason.
To protect state secrets.
Yes.
I'm doing my best to avoid those.
Please welcome back to the show, Lee Pace, everybody.
Yeah, I'm really good.
Congrats on season 3. Also, congrats on finding your way into a very, what I would imagine is a juicy role to play. For people who don't know, you play the same emperor every season, but a different cloned version.
Yeah, I play a sequence of cloned emperors. So, like in the first season, I played the 12th, then I played the 18th, and now I played the 24th.
And they're deeply different. You've gone, this season, you're a very laid-back emperor, as we can see from the clip.
Yeah, in the first season, he was pretty serious about emperor-ing, and then in the second season, he was really, really serious about emperor-ing, and he killed a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
And this season, he's kind of chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy playing the chillin' one more, or were they all equally enjoyable?
No, yeah, this is really fun. Yeah.
Was that? I mean, I know they're based on books, but did you like go to the showrunners? You're like, what if he's like chill?
I actually did.
I
mean, I did actually. I was like, I thought it was just really fun, the idea of a very unserious person in a serious.
Well, it's
story.
also you know, in a way, it's not quite, because obviously it's like generational and takes place in the future, but it's a little bit like Succession, whereas like the next version is like, oh, he's not going to be as good as that one, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's about like an empire that is falling apart, but like not through a war or like one bad guy, but just time.
Yeah.
Really. So time is a character.
Time is not our friend. So, I'm very impressed, because this is, you know, sometimes in sci-fi shows, you find out everything was CGI, and, you know, you were acting with, you know, a tennis ball, but this is...
that's a real ferret.
That's a practical ferret.
Yeah.
And there was some no-joke ferret work here, Lee, and I'm just wondering, how did you find your ferret co-star to be as a collaborator?
We were deeply connected, as you can see in that photo right there. And in the photo you just showed, you got the still with the tongue coming out.
Yeah.
Like a little naughty ferret tongue.
Yeah. The ferret insisted. We asked the ferret for pictures, and this is the one it sent.
Okay.
But the parrot was sort of coming out of your sleeve, and like, I was very impressed with what you got the ferret to do.
Yeah, we had gags where the ferret would go through my sleeve and come out my collar, and I wear this big furry like bathrobe with a hood, and he would ride back there for a while. So.
And how do you get the ferret to do what you want?
Cat food.
Okay.
Just
shame on me for not knowing the answer to that. Yeah. You were in the Hobbit films as well. This is not actually an elk.
No.
Yeah. But you did have to ride a horse.
Yeah, I rode a horse named Moose, and then they did that to Moose.
It's like, that does sound like a children's book. I played a horse named Moose that was an elk.
It does.
And were you good on horseback?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, the horse got very confused about hitting its mark, but I did good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did good.
I like that. Yeah, I like how after each take you're like, but I did good.
But I did good, right? Yeah. And he would like get to his mark and then turn around and try to go back. And I think it's because they would give him a treat every time he did it right. But when we were doing a take, there was no treat. So he turned around and started again. You know? You never know. You can't read Moose's mind. He's like a very opaque horse. You know?
You grew up in Oklahoma, Texas. You were a swimmer when you were young. And then what was it that sort of threw the switch and brought you towards this career?
Well, so I was in Texas, and they, is that a Texan?
It was a weirdly, like, shy. You don't usually get Texans who are like, woo!
Well, they'll make anything competitive in Texas.
Right, yeah,
There were like these debate tournaments where you could act
Yeah.
and compete. So I would do that.
And did you know the first time you did it, oh, I enjoy this more than anything else?
No, but when I started winning those plastic trophies,
Yeah.
I started thinking, this is really, I can really do
Oh,
this.
so you are in it for the awards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great. So few people in our field will admit that, and I really...
But there were these glorious plastic, I would win them in like the swimming, but then
Yeah.
I had to stop swimming, and so I had to get my...
Did
my
you stop
plastic
swimming
trophy.
because of injury, or it just grew out of it?
No, my ears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my ears just got too...
I'm
they're
sorry to
just
hear
too
it.
painful. It's okay.
That's the last thing...
It's okay.
You never think about the ears. It's a big part of swimming, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry.
they're okay.
You know,
They're
I'm just
okay
happy
now.
you worked out okay, and that
Yeah.
they, they're still good actor ears.
I can hear with them, which is all I need them to do.
When your agent's like, "What are you looking for next?" You're like, "Just nothing underwater."
Nothing underwater. Please. Gotta keep the ears in
You
shape.
then went to Juilliard, from Texas to Juilliard. That's got to be a transition. How did you find New York when you first moved here?
Oh, it was. I had never been to New York before, and I remember the taxi ride from LaGuardia to Lincoln Center, where Juilliard is, and I thought it looked like Sesame Street, because.
Are you sure your eyes aren't the problem?
I mean, maybe. But there's not brownstones in
Right,
the
right.
suburbs of
Yeah.
Houston. So I still I live in New York, and I still, when I go through this city, I'm amazed at it.
I mean,
It's,
I will. I feel entirely the same way, and even I mean, obviously we're both here now. Like, I know people are like, "Oh, summer in New York is just so hot and awful." I'm like, I love it so much.
I love it.
Love New York City in the summer. I love it in all the seasons. It's the best.
I know, but it's so fun to see everyone look so sexy.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I fully
everyone
agree.
just gets out on the street, and it's like, this is hot.
Yeah.
This place.
I agree. I'm so glad we're finally talking about it. Nobody talks about how hot this city is. Hot people live here. I saw a trailer. I'm very excited about it. The Running Man. Edgar Wright, who's a friend of mine, fantastic director. This is obviously based on the book, and then the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and it must have been so much fun to make.
I mean, so much fun to wake. I love him, and the chance to work with him was just like amazing. But I did ADR earlier this week, and the movie is wild. It's like bonkers.
That's fantastic.
So cool. That trailer, it's gonna be wild.
I'm really excited to see that.
good.
And you're doing a sequel to a movie from quite a bit of a time ago, Practical Magic.
Yeah.
So this is so exciting. How does...
I mean, we just started, but it is as cool as you think it might be.
That's
I
great.
mean, it's pretty incredible to be on this set with these incredible actresses, and yeah, I feel very lucky.
Well, thanks so much for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you, Lee. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you
Thank you
soon.
so much.
Thank you. In case everybody, new episodes of Foundation premiere Fridays on Apple TV+. We'll be right back.